So today I'm going to show you how to create an aux input into the back of an RCD 300 unit. I've gone for quite a nice input button finish that looks quite well integrated. You don't need to do that. The CD emulator, you can just put a phono cable into that and draw it out through your glove box. And there's quite a few videos on YouTube showing you how to do that. I bought one of these little aux adapter things off eBay for £9 or something. And it's got an ISO input, which would usually go into the back of this thing. But I've just literally taken the 4 cables out, twisted and taped it into an old phono cable, which links to this little connect thing, which is a CD changer emulator. And I can't video while I'm playing it, but it works. It's madness. I can't believe it's worked. But anyway, that has a weird connection into here. The reason that I haven't just got a 3.5 is that this is a plug-in doodah into that, which is a female aux cable. So I'm either going to try and do a better job and solder that all together, or get like a 3.5mm female jack and get it in this, which is kind of easier said than done, because if you pull that part, it's got like a little mini kind of Arduino or something in it, so it'd be much easier to just splice the cables, I reckon, but I've not soldered before, so it could be interesting. But yeah, anyway, it does seem to work. The one thing that you absolutely need to do is earth this thing, otherwise it won't work. This is the RCD 300 with black buttons, which isn't the best one, and there's talk about needing to code it. If you do this, this is a Mark V Golf in the UK, and I haven't needed to code it, it's worked okay. Weirdly, the green connects to the red core, red connects to the red earth, black to black, and white to the black left channel earth. This is the aux cable end that plugs into this thing here. And I've already snipped the other end off, which was a kind of Molex type connector. I just went ahead and snipped it. But you can see, you can just about see, there are 4 wires in there. There's a red, green, white and black. So red being positive, black being negative. I'm quite sure they're the audio signals, and then green and white and earth for each. I've actually tried this before and it worked, so I've twisted and taped it to an old phono cable. But this one's rubbish. It doesn't really work anyway, so I'm going to take the one that came with the kit and snip the end off and actually solder them up together and do a sort of proper job of it. So I've never soldered before, see how this goes, but just start by snipping that end off and yeah, report back. There you go, that's the shielding. Oh, sorry, it keeps going in and out of focus. Go shielding the core. So the shield I've just twisted out of the way. There's actually quite a decent amount of wire, unlike the other wire I had. So that's the core insulation off. Strip the Molex type cable off. Now you've got to be really careful because these are very, very thin little wires here. So I've accidentally pulled a few off by accident when trying to pull the insulation off. The other thing is, before I twist it, make sure you've got enough room at the end of the wire to put a little heat shrink tube on. So when you're going to put them together, get your wires that, it's hard to do it with one hand, get your wires that you want to solder together and do an X type arrangement. Just crisscross them over and then twist them so that you've got a decent hold before you start soldering them. Manage to wind it up. Just put the cable together, use the little helping hand thing to put it in place. It's ready to solder. So we have our wired up cable here. So the phono just goes back into the little box that plugs into the external CD changer. Grounded it with copper tape, which is not good, but anyway. So connected everything up, got the aux cable in the end and just a little MP3 player to demonstrate. It works. Give it a little wiggle to check there's no loose connections or anything. That seems fine. To make it work, by the way, you do have to press the CD button twice there. Anyway, there you go. Then I fed, there's a little box in there that came as part of the CD emulator thing. Then I stuck all that stuff down the back there and it threads through underneath. You have to remove that little side panel there, threaded the cable through down under and underneath this glove box